else, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see.
Swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. You know what? Today you...
tonight. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the Washington football team taking on the Detroit Lions.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Washington football team. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watch some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Out comes Washington here offensively, and their man under center, Dwayne Haskins, the number 15 pick out of Ohio State in 2019.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. Oh, the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
2-yard line.
Yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For Washington.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Haskins on 3rd down. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Washington.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
1st and 10.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Haskins gets this to Reed, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, far, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Again, the ball carrier.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he'll complete this to Gibson.
Haskins pass.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Lions take over first and
so here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Bates. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Is good. Makes this Washington 10.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
First time with Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing.
Second down, Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Off the bootleg, Bates. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. And he is inching closer to that 100-yard mark.
And that's the goal. That's the benchmark that every runner in the NFL is trying to get to. And he's locked in on it pretty well right now. And I would suspect that his linemen are locked in pretty well, too. They know that if a guy gets over 100 yards, they've done a great job, too.
You think every starter sort of has the number 100 in his mind before a game?
I guarantee that they do. That's what they think about. That's what they dream about. That's what they visualize during practice all week. 100 yards, because once you get there, it's almost like you hit that number, boom, you might even get to 2.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 20.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gonna give this time to the tailback. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Makes this Washington 13.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
23-yard line.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bates. And this is going to be incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Sounds like Cujo the Nightcrawler.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Yeah, all bluegrass.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one that goes out on the field
against the Redskins right now, they always give me fits.
Certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Because of a running back named Cliff Farr, and he's supposed to be a stud. He was like the showcase guy at the beginning of the game. And I was like,
4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. They'll get this to Antonio Gibson.
They're leading a little 2-minute drive.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Impossible.
Haskins going to throw again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
That is the quickest throw you could
Washington
possibly
going to
make.
use the second of their 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Not even done catching the ball. Unbelievable. 5 wide, no backfield.
At the 38.
Just slings it.
Haskins back to the air.
Oh, user sack
He's brought down
by Julian Tavai.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Open man is born.
Dude,
and
that's
they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 35 yards away. Rosa's kick is good.
It is algebra since they kicked 3 field goals in the first half. 16-7.
There to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Have -7 passing
thanks
yards
very
in the
much.
first half.
We'll get back to you and Charles in just
roughing.
a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. We've got 2 more after this one, and then we get it all started as we normally do
picks
on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team.
Paris
That's
Campbell,
Brandon
15, like he
and Charles
like his
Davis.
normal number. Yeah.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20.
I think that's what he was on my I think that's what he was on my Colts.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin.
No, he's got to have Paris
3.
Campbell
They're
on the
down here,
franchise.
very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk
13.
when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went
Bad
well in
ever.
the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive.
Yeah, he
stay
was
up
the
with
number
this team.
13.
We're just
He
starting the
was
second half,
13.
and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch
He
it
was
in,
the
and
original
we'll take it from there.
13.
See how that recipe works. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
I'm liking this QB Turner I traded for. He's a 3rd-round draft pick this year.
First down, Detroit.
How about a guy proving his worth in
Backup
different
project,
ways?
dude.
Had the big play in the run game to play
Yeah.
before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay.
That's wrong with it. Not at all. If you're able to do it, dude, that's the dream.
Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they
Yeah,
selected because
you wanna
to
have
me,
his
they
career.
got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad. So then we'll find out if
That's
they can
how I
actually
felt
play.
too. I felt the same way. I felt like the
This offense in
like
desperate
this
need
team
of
just
conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
fit me the best for the situation.
Operating from the gun, Turner. Complete to Kelly. And they're going to have another.
He's a
first
way
down
better
here as the
Galladay. He's like a
tackle's made at
fucking.
Washington's 9-yard
He's like a
line.
Julio Jones.
22-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain
Aren't
again.
good enough, yeah. They're not getting open, and probably a lot of the throws are like incomplete because of that. The ones that are.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh my God, I just threw an interception on the goal line. Dude, I'm doing this again, bro. I'm like, I'm getting in this weird mode. And I'm just trying to score.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
Tell you what, this dude swaying this linebacker is unreal.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really nice
I like Isabella this year in free agency. I was thinking about him, but he's just too small. Again, I want him just a little taller guy.
So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Oh my God, what a throw.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he will take this into enemy territory.
My rookie corner is number 24, Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes.
A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards.
My rookie hidden trait safety is 25. Looks tight. It's like that corner I used to have on the Packers I drafted.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Wow.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and this time they
Dude,
were
this guy's
ready
like
for
an
him as they'll stop
intimidator.
him right at the line of scrimmage.
This guy's gonna be like, what's his name? Like, who was that guy? I had McLean
That was well played there defensively.
or something like that. What was his name? Marriott.
7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine
This guy's like,
that they could let a tackler through.
yeah,
That's
he
exactly
was.
what happened. A loss resulted.
Ah, that's what this guy's like.
From the gun on 3rd down, Patton. And he's got his man on the out route. The first time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here, Davis. I moved him over to outside linebacker finally.
Down, but a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches
4
here.
years in the making.
From the gun, Patton.
Oh, swing with the pick.
It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
There he is. Oh, he does the McGregor.
I think especially as a rookie, maybe
I baited him, and then I went back, and I knew he was going to go back, so I went to
count the
that
same,
slant.
do that, right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have
This
to
guy's
work
more of a
those
pocket passer,
in a
this
hurry.
quarterback
Coming
turn.
out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left.
Oh, dude,
He can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Flush to his right, and he's just going to get
He has
rid
the
of this
throwaway
thing.
trait,
No
this
one
guy.
here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
There he is.
Throwing on third and long. Turner. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on second down. Patton, they'll roll him out right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
A gain of 2 brings
They
up
have like a
third
Brent
and
Burns
So
guy.
they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Washington on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
brings up 2nd and a yard.
On second down now, it's Gibson. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
Eddie
You're
Lashley.
taking charge.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Washington on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Swing with a big old
No
pop.
chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them.
I was actually trying to block shit, thinking I was going to get blocked, and oh, they did a fake.
It's a fake. And this is
Oh my god.
a huge
Dude.
gamble, and it does
Who was
not
that? A
pay
fucking
off.
lineman going out for a
Fake the
catch?
punt, it doesn't work out, and the Lions will take over.
Anytime a fake...
I got a tight end named Dom O'Doyle. Dom O'Doyle. Dom. I gotta change it to Dominic. It sounds better. Dominic O'Doyle. Dominic O'Doyle. Ah, big Billy Sellers. 90. Yeah. Played great for not playing for months. Anton, Dave, and Bob. It was great. Fuck yeah. It was a hell of a day. Fuck yeah. It was exactly what I needed. Mm-hmm. I have a white t-shirt on. Oh, I'm wearing a white t-shirt. They don't like me because I wear a white t-shirt. Everything I've ever done in my life in my white tee. Sleep in my white tee. Eat in my white tee. It's like a children's song. Where is he? There he is. Ah, Jose Corona. That big old coronavirus. Jose. Tremaine Choice. I was running this guy Harold Price at rushing D tackle, and Robert Stanford, or Randall Stanford. Dude, Will Hughes is a monster. Wait till you see Will Hughes in action. This guy's a fucking freak show. Tigner, Morgan, Tillman. They're gonna go Tigner, Morgan, Tillman, folks. Von Tigner. Chris Morgan and Jamie Tillman.
Doesn't work. We usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week.
Willie
Special
Cotton.
teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now Turner on first down.
Oh, what a catch. What a throw.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
What I like to see.
To throw is Turner on 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now, and with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the...
Oh my God, dude, it stopped running. That was rigged.
These games. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
I'm telling you, like, it stopped. That was weird.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive
come
alive.
on, man.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations where teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. To throw on 2nd down, Patton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
Watch the screen, Billy.
Washington on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Patton got his open man, it's Carr. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. On 1st down, it's Carr. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
I love a fumble here.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, Patton.
Oh, you gotta give me that.
It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down. They hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here.
Yeah.
To eat this one is down.
Who's that? The rookie? Jose Corona. The big old coronavirus coming through.
One thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move him enough to pick up a first down?
He didn't really have anything that stood out,
Did they think about it that way? In any
scouted.
event, they'll be studying that in the future.
I guess, yeah.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead.
All right, guys.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so was not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Down Detroit.
And here's Turner off the bootleg.
Ah.
His throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson. And now it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Come
And
on.
his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
I threw the wrong button. Oh my God, game over.
Picked off near the 34. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window. And sometimes interceptions result.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts.
A 4-yard gain.
As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Tressway now
Kids invited.
as he's on to punt for Washington. And this will be taken at the 13. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just
Everybody
any
likes to have
interception,
water
are
like
you
a
a little bit
lake.
more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. He's going to let it fly.
Whoa!
Inside the 25.
Look, the
And he's a
second-year
long
player.
ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability to stop the pressure.
To the
We
big
saw
man.
another example of it there. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off play action. Turner escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Reuben Foster in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action? protection.
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly.
They beat me every year in preseason.
So that'll do it for us.
I had the same schedule this year I did last year in preseason.
Hard-working men and women on our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Yeah, I got the Bears and the Packers again.
For the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.
Yeah. Who? Boyd? Dude, Johnny Townsend's kicking him like 45 yards. I think they might have boosted it a bit, honestly. I'm kicking him like, yeah, I'm kicking him like, he's averaging 45, 44.6. Yeah. Yeah, you're kicking it like 38 yards sometimes, 37 yards. Yeah. Yeah. Big old Birkin bag, dude. No. And then he'll get hurt. Wow, like Bella. Right. You're hearing now. You're hearing everything. It'll make you much wiser very fast. That's for sure. You'll learn a lot quick. You'll learn a lot. He has diabetes. He really does. He had it since he was like, yeah, since back then. Since he was like a rock star when he first came out, he was like, he had diabetes. He had to have like insulin shots, or he's like hooked up to it at all times or something. How did he party like that then, dude? Oh, he drank milk. Big old soy milkers out here in Cali. We gotta renovate the seating. We need to upgrade. Oh, we can't upgrade the seating. Why not? I want more people. I want more people in the fans, dude. Fuck. Concessions. Big old concession. Upgrade the bathroom, man. Hide them all. I just upgraded the parking here at Ford Field. Dude, I was at like 31 last year after week 4 or 5. Yeah, it was bleak. Oh, what I did is I utilized my assets and went and got better ones. I had to move assets to acquire younger and better ones. Younger, faster, bigger, stronger. Sounds like a Kanye song. Younger, faster, bigger, stronger. Oh. Oh, you know it. Traded Cole Holcomb, dude. That was a tough one. To the Jets. What did I get? I got a first rounder the next year and a third or something, or that quarterback, I think. First rounder and a third round drafted rookie QB. Oh. Mm-hmm. I can't hear it at all. Oh, yeah. Ah, your days are numbered. Shot a big old 90 today. It's 18 over par, bogey golf. Fuck, I went par, bogey, par. I don't even know, something crazy. I think I shot a 43 on the front. Yeah, I shot a 43 on the front, but a 47 on the back. That wasn't very good. I had 3 pars on the front. I also had a birdie putt, a decent looking birdie putt on like 11, and I ended up 3-putting it for bogey. I was pissed. On a par 5. I had a birdie putt, just fucking probably about a 15-footer, and I left it hella short. And then I missed it. Yeah, I saw that. I know. Who? Yeah. Someone is getting scorched. You know what though? I hit 50% of my fairways, dude. That was fucking incredible. 7 out of 14 on accident. You'd leave it short. Yeah. I hit one like that on the second hole after a par on the first hole. I came up and teed it up and hit it about 100 yards, just a top spin fucking grounder. Huh? Turning it on right now. I was actually in the process. Oh, nice. Oh, my mom's home. Oh, shit. I had 36 putts. That's 2 putts a hole. That's not bad at all. Did he lose? No. You can't retire if you're 29 and out, dude. Oh, no way. When? old jerk fest. The round took 4 hours and 13 minutes. Fuck. Probably 4:20, actually. Hi.
How'd you do?
Good. I shot a 90.
Oh. Who did you play with?
Dave, Jim, and Bob.
Nice.
Yeah.
You have a good time?
Yeah, it was great.
Good. Huh? A girl?
What?
Kim Benedetto's girlfriend. No, I know, I'm late, I'm explaining something. Benedetto, that was his wife, Kim. There's another Kim.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Jeff Benedetto's
That I was-
wife, who is not even close to the same Kim we're talking about. He was
The other
thinking
Kim. The other Kim. No, I didn't even never knew Benedetto's wife.
No,
Kim.
but you knew the other one.
The other one.
With the long curly hair, brownish curly.
We're talking about the blonde chick.
Yeah.
Jeff Benedetto's wife isn't even from here.
I was talking about the blonde chick, Kim. Wasn't her name Kim or something? That girl that he used to meet with for lunch sometimes at the airport. Remember the Jeff Benedetto he used to
That's
hang
his
out
wife.
with? Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that used to be Bob DiStefano's wife.
No,
Yeah, like in 1995.
she was not even from here.
Oh, okay.
No,
Another Kim.
she's not even.
Kim,
She's
I'm
got a
thinking
twin sister, and they're not even from here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Shoot,
What do
not
I
even
know?
close.
Well, it was. It is.
No.
But who was Bobby married to?
I don't know.
Kim Benedetto was thought was Bobby married to.
Might have
He
been her
doesn't
brother.
know.
Puta.
Might have been married to his brother.
Shoot me, why don't you?
The other kid doesn't have blonde hair. She definitely has light brown hair. Not even
I didn't even say anything. It just got brought in here out of nowhere like it was my fault.
She used to go out with
Fuck. They're all thinking of totally different people they're talking about. And someone I'm talking about someone totally different. Fuck.
his name is Bobby, but he's home to. Is he the gypsy? Huh?
Huh?
No, I don't know. Jim Swallows or something like that. Something like that. Stallus or something.
What is a gypsy? What does that even mean? They call him Gyp because he's a gypsy. Mom,
Yeah.
what the heck is a gypsy?
What's a gypsy?
Yeah, I think it's someone that like has a crystal ball or something.
A gypsy is, they have it on TV, the gypsies.
A gypsy?
It's an established people, and
They're a cult.
travelers, but no, gypsy. I mean, it's a life. If you're
It's a lifestyle.
it's almost like an ethnic group.
Oh, it's a cult.
Not a cult. It's not even close to a cult.
No, it is.
No, it's not. They don't. It's not about religion or anything. It's, you know, they talk and the way they dress, and it's just, you have to see it on.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. You have to see it on TV.
A gypsy.
Married gypsies.
It's an act. That's what it is.
Gypsies married gypsies. They want their daughters to marry gypsies.
No.
That's what they are.
It's a cult. That's why.
No.
Yeah. It's like the Amish. It's like Jebediah milking cows and plowing fields. She said Jebediah. Yeah, churning butter and milking fields. I'm just laying here just blitzkrieg. Just what?
When's the last time you watered the bath?
Yesterday.
You watered yesterday?
No. No, but I watered 2 days in a row when you asked me to that day.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually watered twice. Yeah. You're welcome. I said, yesterday. She said, yesterday? I went, no. Like, when did I water yesterday? I worked all day. You know what, Warner? You bet your ass, buddy. Okay. Son of a gun, you. You know what, Deezer, Cheeser, Lemon Squeezer.